Your dad did things, didn't he?
That's right. And he knew what other people had. He looked at what other people had, and he tried to duplicate it, when he liked the good parts. And he had landscaping. If he saw a guy's house landscaped the way he wanted, he'd keep that in his head. And that's what he did. He did all his landscaping. He didn't have any plans, but he had it all in his head, how to fix different places.
Mm.
And they were beautiful. People that stopped to take pictures of it.
Mm.
My
Mm-hmm.
dad always was good at landscaping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we had a good life. My dad had a good life.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is the bad part is when he lost Ricky. He was Ricky was 10 years old. It really knocked my dad down. My dad was a go-getter until that happened, and it just knocked him for 5, 6 years. He could hardly come out of it.
Mm.
I'd get back to the truck and he'd be crying, and the truck would deliver a customer, and he told me, well, I can't do this, and you take the next one. I said, okay, Dad, don't worry, I get it. I worked with Dad all the time. He went through the sadness of losing a 10-year-old kid.
Mm.
It's not like a baby. A baby's terrible,
I understand.
but a 10-year-old boy, and he was a beautiful boy. And he loved hunting. He loved fishing.
How old were you at the time?
10 years old.
You,
Was I? Oh, I was probably 20.
20.
Maybe 18. 18, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Tell me more about him.
About Ricky? Oh,
Yeah.
he was great. He had a tumor of the brain.
Oh.
Where in the world would that sweet little kid get a tumor of the brain? But he did. And but he was the joy of all of us. Everybody's older. Gary and Gail,
Mm.
and we were so happy with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he really made it nice for all of us. We had Christmases that were so wonderful with him. Because we were all a little older. It was such a wonderful life for my mother and dad. So you can imagine, my dad, he died, and we all were worried sick. What about my mother? How would mother take it? My mother was strong. She was strong for Dad.
Yeah.
She didn't give an inch, man.
Mm.
She did everything for Dad. She always thinking, to help him. If he start crying or something, she always had a way to kind of smooth it over and everything. It was tough. But after about 10 years, he finally started coming out of it, But at that age, that's a terrible age to lose a little boy, And he was so full of life. He loved fishing and running around. The last time I saw Ricky, I told Camilla, we were driving, and I said, oh, there's Ricky. He's just crossing the alley. He was crossing the alley with another guy, and they were running down the alley, in the back of the houses. He was chasing a rabbit. That's the last time I saw Ricky until he was in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how much fun he was for everybody.
Yeah.
Just a fun little guy. And imagine, losing a kid that age. But my mother was strong, and she brought my dad out of that. If my mother wasn't there, he'd have dropped dead. He couldn't take it, And but mother was so great with him, and she was great with all of us, When they had any kind of trouble, man, she was right there down in that basin, digging all that garbage out of that. She'd get right down in there and dig with him. She was quite a gal. And it was just a wonderful life. But everybody has troubles, but that was really sad. That part of their lives.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm hoping that we'll get it all fixed up. We've got a nice cemetery lot out there for Camilla and I, and we got Ricky out there, Kathy's little baby, and that's a nice lot. We got the nicest lot. We got 12 grave sites, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't know where to put you, you can use one of those grave sites.
I think it was already decided.
Oh, is it? I know. I guess everybody got 3. You know, I think that's what. I don't know. It's it was and it's really in a good spot. You know, right on the road. You know, I got a tree. My dad planted a tree on it, and
Yeah.
you know, what else could you do? You know.
Yeah. Well, I think now it's typical to put 2 in 1.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, and I think that's what Kathy and I have.
Oh, really? Oh, that's all right with me.
Mm.
You know, fine with me.
We'll go through eternity together.
Yeah, there you are. Hey,
I'll be telling you jokes.
yeah, keep those jokes handy. Yeah, have a little side pocket in the casket, you know. Yeah, well, anyway, my brother is, Gary he was just a sweetheart too.
Mm-hmm.
He would, you know, when Ricky died, oh my God. Gary and I we worried about Mother. And we worried about Mother, and Mother ended up the strongest one of the whole family.
Mm.
You know, she was really terrific. It was Little Boots.
Yeah, Kathy's like her.
Oh man, she's so strong. Yeah, Kathy must be, because you know, everybody else was kind of falling apart, but Boots just carried us through. You know. Yeah, and I worry about Gail right now. I don't know how she's doing out there. I got to call her and talk to her.
That'd be a good idea.
You know, because last time when they were having some kind of trouble, and I don't know. I'm going to call her. I think I'll call her today.
Good idea.
Yeah, you know, I haven't called her. Keep her in mind. She, Gail's just like Boots. She can be laughing and giggling, and the next 15 minutes she's crying and she don't know what's happening, you know. But she can come out of it. See?
Yeah. Was she like that when she was a kid?
Gail was just a happy person. Always, you know, I got pictures of Gail. She's always happy, you know. But and she's had some knocks, you know. So, but now, just the other day, I got to call her now. You know, she was down, and I was talking to her, and we talked. I couldn't do much. You know, you can't do much into a family. You know, there was not enough that I could do, and I checked around and what have you. But then everybody told me, well, she's doing all right now. So
Gail.
and so that's why I kind of gave it up. You know, but I got to call her now. You know, again.
Yeah.
And she's the best.
What was Gary like when he was a kid?
Gary is a happy-go-lucky kid. He was always, everybody liked Gary. They followed him around. He was just a nice kid, you know. And he was good to me. The only thing I came home from the only thing I ever had trouble with Gary, I came home from our vacation. We just gotten married, Camilla and I, and we went on a vacation for 2 weeks. We came home in our new car, and I parked it, and Gary says, "Can I use your car?" I said, "Sure, take it," you know. And about 3 hours later, he comes back, "Dad, I had an accident. Dean, I had an accident." He smashed my car. So I chased him around. He'll tell you this. I chased him around my car.
Was it bad?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, smashed all the front end and the side, you know.
Did he pay for it?
And oh yeah, I had insurance. You know.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I had insurance on it. But Gary's the sweetest guy. He gets along with anybody. You know, everybody liked Gary. Right today, I love him. He's really a good brother. Yeah.
Well, we're kind of running towards the end again. Not quite as the end as we were the last time, but I'll end it here for now. But we're going to pick it up again.
Okay.
I'll see you all next time.